that I wanted to make some lip balm holders. So they were part one of my client gifts. I wanted like an ID wallet. So this is the wallet, and you're going to get a sharp pointy thing. As there is my wallet. Good morning everyone, how are you? How are we? Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. If you're new here, I'm Victoria and I run 2 online Etsy shops from this studio here. I film as much as I can, put it all together to bring you along with me. On one side of the studio is Scrunchies and Bows, where I thrift materials such as duvet covers, bedding, pillowcases, dressing gowns, I always want to say slippers, dressing gowns, PJs, bring them home, give them a good wash and turn them into beautiful hair accessories such as scrunchies, bows, headbands and clips. A few other things have started coming in. I just love sewing, so a few other things have started coming in, such as sleep eye mask gift sets, so sleep eye masks with scrunchies, gift sets, hand warmers and key fobs. Soon to be tote bags. I'm going to do them I think come January in the new year time, and a few other bits will be added on there. And on the other side, this side, is my much beloved shop. Everything on there is made by myself, and it's my little witchy shop, Kack-A-Ling Sisters. All things witchy you'll find on there, such as spells, wheels of the years, tarot pouches, pendulums, all things witchy you'll find on there. I recommend having a good look. It's like a curiosity shop. So today is part 2 of client gift making. If you're new here, I am also a hairdresser, and the other side of this studio is my small hair salon. And every year for Christmas, as a thank you, I make a load of gifts and pop them under the salon tree, and my clients then come, when they come for their Christmas appointments, they pick out, like, it's like a secret Santa, they just pick a gift. You may have seen, but I'll leave it in the description below, and I'll leave a link here, that I was discussing with my client that I wanted to make some lip balm holders. We call it lip balm here, other people call it chapstick like chapsticks, or lip gloss, lipstick. To be fair, I've made them big enough it will fit perfumes in, lip balms, lipsticks. So I made these. I wanted one for myself. I'm always losing my, see how I've not, if you watched it you'll see how I've not lost it. I'm always losing my where's it got now? I'm always losing my chapstick or lip balm. So this has been in here. So I made this. I was talking to my client and then she wanted one too. So I made one for me and one for her. I've not seen her yet. It was a tester. Here's my other one that I use. So I literally flitter between these two, and they're usually, you would have seen in many of my other videos that they're just sitting in the background somewhere. I have these ones down here, and then I have some on my bedside table. So they were part 1 of my client gifts. And then I wanted like an ID wallet, that your ID wasn't constantly on display. So I was looking up many things. These were fairly easy to make because I make key fobs already. So it was just a case of like making a bigger key fob and flipping it over itself. And then I wanted to make the wallet. So I looked up numerous patterns and then brought myself a pattern to make. I will say it wasn't as easy to follow as I thought it was going to be, and it's took me a few hours to get my head around this. So this is the wallet. It has a D-ring on it, a little lip to hold the D-ring, snap clips, it has a pocket for a card and then some change inside. And it's to go, so this will be part 2 of the client gift sets. So part 1 was the lip balm, lip seal, chapstick holder, the wallet, and then I'm going to be, part 3 will be a lanyard to match. They're going to be matching sets. The teachers and anyone in corporate that I know will wear a lanyard, I'll do the whole set, and then other clients, I'll do them just the lip balm, because I know they'll just have them on the key rings or car keys, key fob. I know my clients pretty well, so I know what most of them all do for a living. I know who would benefit from what. So today I figured I'd bring you along while we make this. This will only be my second time. I have all my patterns cut out. I have my material at the ready. It's gonna be this exact same one because I absolutely adore this material. It's my new favorite material. So I've got it out anyway because I made this. My snap clips arrived yesterday. So they were a thing to learn as well. Yeah, they're quite difficult, but they arrived yesterday and then I got to it this morning. So let's try and do it together and bring you along with me and see if I can make it again, but maybe a bit better. This, I have to admit, it's not completely straight. So this goes round nice on this side. This one, like, it's like half cut off. So this one is definitely mine and that's okay. So I've got this one and then the rubbish first attempt on my lip balm one. These are mine, they're okay. And they'll go on my lanyards. I was gonna say they'll go on my lanyards, but I don't actually wear a lanyard. But what I am going to be doing is after I've made these gift sets, I'm going to be making a scissor holder for hairdressers. So I could put it on when I've made that and then you can have your lanyard. We'll see. God, look, I can't even do one thing without getting distracted onto the next one. I've not even done this one yet. Let's crack on with this and see how we get on. Okay, so we are doom and gloom today. You might be able to see by the window or the rain. So let's start then. I've got my patterns at the ready. We need an external and an internal. I've changed some of these measurements as well to match, so my D-rings, when they come a bit bigger than what the D-rings the pattern recommended. So I just changed some of the patterns on it as well. Alright, so this is my internal and externals right here. And I'm going to make an interfacing just as my external will need an interfacing. Internal, external interfacing. Let's do my pocket now. See if I have enough of this cut off. Okay, I'm just gonna iron all the interfacing on first. So we need the interfacing on the pockets. You want it on a medium heat. Running off your fields of gold, stories shared and secrets told. Wishing dreams would never fall. Hearts so free and spirits bold. So now this strap's done. I'm just gonna sew this strap of the D-ring. Let me pick a D-ring first. I'm gonna go with the gold because it'll match the yellow. Sew the strap of the D-ring. Make sure you're catching both bits, both sides. Okay, so now what we're going to do is going to pop this into the D-ring, pick which side you'd prefer, and then we're going to sew it as close to the edge as we can. It's going to be a little ridge. My back stitch went a bit awry there, but it's on and it's safe. So now we're going to sew the pockets right sides together. If you have a plain one, it's much easier. So I have a patterned piece, which is my external piece. This is going to be the piece that's always on show. And then when you open the wallet, this is the external. When you open the wallet, there's my little internal, and it's a different colour. So then we're just doing the pocket now. So we're gonna sew here and here, and then we'll flip it. Okay, we're gonna just flip this over now while we still got the press on, or the iron. Pocket done. Let's spray off some of these. Now I'm going to pop these together and get my pattern to round the top bit, so that round this bit. And as I was showing Eileen, you seem to be able to see better here. They're not, if you can see. So this is a really nice round edge here. Then here I've gone a bit astray. And that's not through my pattern, that was through me on the sewing machine. So let's see if I can do it again. Okay, and now I'm just going to take this the internal one away. I'm going to come in and pop a stitch on the top, what's going to be the top of the pocket.
In between the raindrops, we found our way. In between the heartbeats, words we couldn't say. In between the memories, time just slips away.
Okay, the pocket is on. Now I'm going to come up the top, and you can see it's starting to take some shape now. Down a smidge more. Sometimes you just gotta play. Perfect, right there. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna attach the backing piece, well, the internal, the bit you're not gonna see, but it's internal, and it's gonna make it look, it's gonna give it the contrast and get rid of the, like, this white backing. I'm gonna pop them together. And what we're going to do is leave ourselves a gap at the bottom to turn it over. And if you've been here a while, you know I often do that too thin and too small. And today is no different neither. So I'm going to come in just before the curve. Just going to come back around again because I did it again. Okay, so we're just going to go around now and cut off all the excess thread. Cut off a bit of this excess. And then at the corners, cut little notches into the corners because it will help it sit better. Careful not to actually get your stitch in. And cut tiny bits of the corners. And we're going to flip around and see if we've done it right thus far. It can take a hot minute to learn these things. And we're going to go through. Gentle. That's right, I went in the pocket. Come around the corners. Oh, these ones do look better, if I say so myself. Looks like I've done a bit better on those corners. Okay, and I'm just going to give it a little press because I'm here. And we're going to want to press in bottom that we left open for us to be able to get our fingers in and flip it round. I'm just going to give that a little stitch shut now. Now we're going to flip it. We're going to start at the bottom and we're going to go all the way around with a top stitch.
City stress takes a toll.
time for my snap clips. So these were a difficult thing on their own to learn. Well, they might not have been difficult for normal people. But I feel like I can, because it was so difficult, I can maybe break it down a bit easier. So I will do that. Just going to make sure. Yeah. So you're going to want to put a hole in your material. Then you're going to get a sharp pointy thing. That's going to be the top, and it's going to be your flat buttony. I'm literally going to do this as layman terms as I can, because everything I just found it really hard. You're going to stick it in the top. So it's like this. Flat in. Then you need the female part, and they call it a female part because it's got an inner on the inner side. Maybe if I can take photos. So you got the inner piece, and then you got the outer piece, which is classed as a male because it pokes out. So you're going to want the female piece on this top bit, the top bit that's going to shut down and over. So you've poked your cap in, your flat cap that's going to be your finger thumb pressy in and out, like open and shut it. And then you want your female piece on the inside of that, and you're going to put your cap on your black bit, and you're just going to squeeze down. And that will openly spread it out. And you're going to shut it. You're going to press in, and it should give you little indentations where you're going to want your next hole. You're going to put it in just the one bit of material. You don't want to go all the way through your wallet. And then you're going to want to put your flat bit on the inside bit, or the cap it's called, and push it through that hole you just made. So the pokey sharp bit. So your flat pokey bit, your flat cap bit that looks like this, it's going to go through your top layer and into this back bit, and then the female bit I just showed you is going to go on top of that. Then you're going to use the plier, the press to push down and clamp it down. Then you're going to find where you need your next hole. So your next hole, you're going to get your clamp bit, the flat bit with the spike in it, and you're going to push it through from internally. So it pokes out externally there. You're going to get your male part, and the part that they say is male because it has the pokey out bit. You push it on. Again, get your cap in with black and push down. That's the one. And it will be in. So it will look like, oh yeah. So your internal will look like this. The external. So that's on your pocket or the front, and then the top, the lip, your plastic bit, flat spiky bit will be there, and then the female bit will be there, and you will snap close it. Most of them come with instructions, and the one I got on Amazon, I'll link it down below, the set I got actually wasn't that bad to understand. You just had to go a bit slower with it and maybe like test it first. So there is my wallet. There's the wallet. You can pop a card in the front, pennies or more cards in the back, so it's a two compartment. Right, that's done. I'm a bit annoyed at this. It's a bit wonky, but it's done. Let's catch up. Okay, so I feel like, if I'm honest with you, my first one was better, and that's a little rigid too. So first one, second one. I tried to explain it as going along as best I can. If I'm honest with you, I only needed the measurements and I can round the edges myself, so I would probably recommend just like looking it up and you could get the patterns. So you open it up like so. It has one pocket, two pocket. I'm trying to see if I have card. I have some colour. Copy card. Card in one. Card in one, and then cards, but they'll go up down. There's it, and it will eventually go on a lanyard. You can carry your important bits with you and your ID. So a little lanyard, it can be used for anything really. You can even pop some like money in the back piece or the front, and it's sealed shut. So that is client gift number 2. So part 2 is done. Let me know what you think. Is there any ways that you would improve it, change it? I'm looking at getting some see-through vinyl because I would like to do the exact same but have a see-through bit on the back here for those who have to have their ID on display at all times. So we will look into that together too. So let me know, what would you do differently? Would you add the final piece on? So maybe in the next one I will produce the one with the vinyl and then we can have a little side by side. Let me know how you would do it differently, if you would do it differently, if they're good enough, if you as a client and that was one of your gifts, would you be happy with it? So all that's left to do is bid you farewell. Take care of yourself, take care of others. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you again real soon.
Woke up late again, same routine, no end, city noise, loud buzz, coffee spills, red buzz.